Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaita Amrita Varshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshinim Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Charnu Ramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagat Gurum. We were studying the 6th chapter. The 6th chapter is Dhyana Yoga, is on meditation. We have already studied that Dhyana Yoga up to 10. 20 we have already studied. Up to 20 we have studied. Now from 21 we will read. So 6th chapter 21. Yo yo yam yam Tanum bhakta Kotha 20 you are telling, no? Or 21? Is this 6th chapter? Oh, I am sorry. I have gone to 7 chapters. A little advance. Sukhamatyantikam yatyat Buddhi grahya atindriyam Vetti yatra nachaivayam Sthitas chalati tattvataha Yam labdva chaparam labham Manyate nadhikam tata Yasmin sthito na dukkhena Guru napi vichalyate Tam vidya dukkha samyogam Viyogam yoga samgitam Sanischaena yaktavyo Yogo nirvinna chetasa Sankalpa prabhavan kaman Taktva sarvan asheshata Manasevendriya gramam Bini amya samantata Shanai shanai uparamed Buddhya dhriti grihitaya Atma samstam manah kritva Nakinchid api chintayet. Now, since we are discussing about the meditation, and in the meditation, we are always thinking about two, body and mind. These are, the combination of the body and mind is very important. Though we are going to control the mind only, but if our body is very much active, then we won't be able to control the mind. So that is the main reason we always try to keep our body very fixed. As we have already studied in our that 11 and 12 verse, 11, 12, 13, 14, they are giving the description of that. Shucho deshe pratisthapya sthiram asanam atmanaha naturchitam nati nicham chailajina kushottaram. That is in the 11. Then again 12. Tatrikagram mana kritva yata chittendriya kriyaha upavishyashane yunjat yogam atma vishuddhaye. Now, this is a very important word that we should not miss. What is the goal of the yoga? Recently, that World Yoga Day that passed, and now because of the government of India, all over the world, the people, they practice yoga and they also observe once World Yoga Day. So what is the goal of yoga? Majority of the people, the yoga means some physical exercises. But the yoga, the word yoga means the unification with the higher self. And it is the unification of the lower self with the higher self. Nothing to do with the body. But even then, the body is very important. Not only the body, where we are sitting, how we are sitting. So all those things are also necessary. That's why they said in the Shetashatra Upanishad also, Shame Shucho, it must be very, very clear place. Shuchi, Shuchi means very physically, mentally clear, very pure. But here sthana should be free from all that. That's why it is not the person, it is the sthana, place, where you are going to practice meditation. Shetashatra Upanishad says, Sharkara, Banhi, Baluka, Biborjite, Shabde, Jalashayabhi, Mana Anukule, Natu Chakshu Pidane, Guha Nibato Astraye Prayojane. Then where there is a, we know that if that is, we know that sugar, suppose you are sitting somewhere and here and there, some sugars are there, so naturally the ants will come and other insects will come, that will be a disturbance. In those days, that was the main thing, that the problem. In America, we don't understand that too much. But in other places, it's very much there. You have to be very, very careful. So, Sharkara. Then, it says, Banhi, the fire. Suppose the fire is very close, that is also disturb the mind. When the fire is burning, if you are closing the eyes and the reflection of the fire will disturb your mind, Banni, then Baluka, on the sand if you are sitting, an irritation will come in the body. That is also not desirable for meditation. Bivarjite, those places should be avoided. Those places should be avoided. And then Shabde, where there is a lot of sound is there, you cannot concentrate. Jalashaya, where the pond is there or drinking water, the system is there, people will be constantly coming, bathing, taking water or talking, there is also disturbance. Jalasha Divihi, then a place which is really beautiful, where you go and your mind becomes enjoyable. Oh, this I really enjoy. So in a place where you can enjoy the beauty, that's why you will notice that the Buddhist monks and the Hindu monks, Buddhist monks particularly, because they are stressed on meditation only. So all the Buddhist monasteries are in a very secluded, on the top of the hill, almost all. Potala, where actually their main headquarters of the Tibetan Buddhism, that is in a beautiful place and a huge place. And all the Buddhist monasteries are on the top of the hill. Why? They are not supposed to contact the people. They have nothing to do, and only meditation, meditation, meditation. So that is the Indian also, the yogis who like to meditate, they always go to the caves, to the hills, where the peoples are not there, no shabda. And then anukule, mana anukule, where your mind gets peace. And nata chakshu pidane. Suppose you are trying to meditate, but there are some lights going on blinking. I went to a devotee's house. It's a very nice shrine, but he has decorated that shrine. It is blinking like that. And in the beginning, I thought it will stop. For a second, then again all the lights are. It's so difficult to meditate. So I remembered this sloka, Chakshu Pidane. It is very difficult because your eye is constantly getting the heat. So everything they observe. The Gita is after the Upanishad. So Shetashatar Upanishad, before Gita, it is giving this example that these are the things should be avoided. So particular. And then it is Sukham Asanam Iti. In the asana, where in the posture where you feel comfortable, that is called Sukham Asana. Any place, any sitting, if you are feeling comfortable, come to this side. These are chairs are here. So any asana where you can feel comfortable. What is the asana? Sometimes some people, they sit on a very soft seat, so that will be difficult to meditate, You cannot sit properly. But if you are sitting in a chair like this, it's okay. If you can squat, that is far better. But majority of the people in the modern days, they don't have the habit of sitting on the floor, squatting, they have forgotten. But squatting means you are making, now the yoga, they are teaching it. And most of the people, they are practicing the different type of sitting posture. But anyway, why that? Because this is very, very important. What is the purpose of the yoga? Atma Vishuddhaye. So when we are reading this Dhyana Yoga, the meditation, we have to remember what is the purpose. In any Indian scripture, they always discuss this, prayojana. Why I should read? I am going on reading different type of things and actually not helping me. A lot of informations. And information is disturbing me. A lot of information also is a disturbance. Different type of discussions. Now all are telling the truth. All are guiding you in different way. You have to choose which path I will take. And then you follow that. But if you are going on collecting the information in this jungle, in that, you won't be able to help yourself. Your mind will be totally disturbed. The moment you listen, oh, you have to meditate. Somebody told, no, you have to work. And then you are disturbed. Oh, shall I meditate or shall I work? So that is the reason you have to read the book with a purpose. Why I am reading? The two ladies came and they told, can you please teach us meditation? I could understand it. It's not possible for them. Meditation is not a child's game. Now it has become a fashion. I go and attend that thing and that. One lady, she is attending the meditation class for a long time. The one type of Buddhist meditation. And now she is also going to the doctor. So she has lost the mental balance. Both. She is going to the meditation course and also to the doctor. So I softly told her, it is better that you stop meditation. And what the doctor is telling, that you follow. Unnecessarily you are going over there. And not only one day, 7 days without talking with anyone. And think that you are dead. Like this type of practices. Is it possible for the modern day people? And they, with great expectation, they go. We practice meditation that we are dead. And then when you are sleeping, thinking that way and sleep nicely. So that is also. But the purpose, you did not to think someday we will be dead, truly. But everyone is going to die. But what you are doing with a purpose. So this is very important. Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna, he is mentioning Atma Vishuddhai. What is the purpose of meditation? Controlling the senses, controlling the mind, controlling the body. Atma Vishuddha. What is the Vishuddha? Shuddha, purity. Vishuddha, perfectly pure. Vishuddha. Vishesh Rupena Suddha. The purity, Vishesh Rupa. What is the purity? Unselfishness. And there is no desire, there is no any other thing. So obviously, and then Vishuddha, there is not a little thing, the desire, not a little desire in the mind. That's called Vishuddha. Atma Vishuddha. What is Atma? Atma is always pure. Then, so why this is the call Atma? Atma is always pure. Atma has nothing to do. Here the Atma means what? Mind. The Atma Vishuddha means you have to, where the thoughts are coming in the mind. So mind should be very, very clear. And in the Patanjali Yoga Darshan, I am just referring this, he is mentioning this as a pratyahara. Pratyahara means stopping the food. Ahara means samgraha. Samgraha means collection. Ahara, samgraha means collection. And now when I am collecting, what I am collecting? Information. How I am collecting? Through the indriyas, through the sense organs. And all those informations are coming to me. Where it is going? To the mind. And in the mind there is a particular place is there called Antakarana, the storehouse, where all that is there. Now from the beginning, in the childhood days, whatever we have thought, we have seen, we have done, all are stored there. And whenever the chance will come, all things will start coming. So that's why sometimes we see in sleep some dreams, very queer dreams. I never thought like this, where from the dreams are coming. In this life you have not thought or seen or heard, but maybe some previous life, maybe when you were a child, all these impressions came, and now that is perturbing you, all that is coming up. So we have to be careful. Atma Vishuddha. Come here. The fast bench is safest. So this Atma Vishuddha means clearly. So here it says Pratyahara sa Vishaya asamprayoge chittasya sa Vishaya means eye is going to see a rupa and the ear is going to hear the sound, the nose is collecting the smell. So this is called sa Vishaye. Asamprayoge, it is not connected. Yoga is connection, no connection. I am closing my eyes and not seeing anything. And so many things are happening over here. I am not affected. I have closed my ears, I am not listening. And how I close my ears? Not plugging, but withdrawing the mind from the ear. No contact. So many sounds are going on here and there, but I can't hear. So similarly, from all this, if we can withdraw the mind, what happens? Chittasya sa sarupe indriyanam. So all these indriyas will go back to their original self. Sa sarupe. They will go back and they will take rest. Where? Chitta. What is the chitta? Storehouse of all our thoughts. So that is why in Indian concept, the mind has 4 different sections. Mana, Buddhi, Chitta and Ahamkara. Mana, Buddhi, Chitta and Ahamkara. And we always translate mind as mana. But it is not mana, the total concept. What is mana? When we are not perfectly decisive, or this I am going to do, or shall I do or shall I not, shall I do or shall I not. In this way, when it goes, that particular fraction of mind or portion of mind or activity of mind is called mana. And when I can take the decision, buddhi. So mana, buddhi, these are the 2 we are utilizing. These are the 2 faculties. But the third one is very important. That's our storehouse. That's why they always say, suppose you have seen something and you will, at the time of meditation, that will come. Where from it is coming? From the store. Last night you have seen some movie and you are meditating, all those movie characters will come. So that is the reason. Something we have read or we have heard, all those will come. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he never allowed people to read newspaper over there. You know why? Because the moment you are reading the newspapers, all those informations perturbing your mind, and when you are meditating, that will disturb you. You cannot do anything. How can you solve it? But at the same time, you have no purpose in that too. There are people who are actually taking care of that. Unnecessarily, I am disturbed just by reading the information. So one must be very, very careful about this. Very, very careful.
I'm sorry, sir. I'll read that here. I think your husband is asking for it.
Please close the door, please. Thank you.
This is called Pratyahara. Now, what are the causes of our mental unsteadiness? The mental unsteady, don't think that craziness, no. When we are sitting for meditation, we cannot control, and mind is constantly moving this side, that, thinking this and that. What are the causes? I just remember that we had a long discussion over that. Why should we meditate? There are some CDs are there. If you are interested, you can listen to that. Our main problem are pointed out by Patanjali. That Patanjali Muni who is the founder of the yoga school, he said, dukkha. Dukkha is misery. Where from the dukkha come? 3 times we say Shanti, 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 right? Why we say Shanti, Shanti, Shanti? Every time we say 3 times. Who can say 3 times we utter the word Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Adhidaivik, Adhibhautik, Adhyatmik. That is from our own mind and body some problem is coming, or from the being all around, or from the nature. So problems are coming, miseries are the causes of these 3. So we are praying to the Supreme Being, please keep them properly so that they don't disturb me. So these are the dukkha. Daurmanyasya. Daurmanya, that sometimes my mind's agitated. So that time if I go and sit for meditation, I cannot control my mind. Something already I have done, and I had a heart exchange, somewhere with someone, and then I came and tried to meditate. Very dangerous. One should not do that. Rather, it's better to sing some songs that time to calm down your mind. That will be good. And this way it is Daurman Angamejayatya. The Angamejayatya means our body is moving and sometimes we are scratching. Do you think you will go? Please. You can wait over there outside. No problem. সুমিত একটু দেখো তো, ওই বাইরে তো ওরা বসতে পারে। So the baby is not ready to listen to Gita. That's right. And this way we Angamejayatya and Shwasa Prashasa. People, they breathe in a very difficult way. Sometimes this way they cannot meditate. So anyway, these are the basic difficulties, and we have already studied those things, and slowly we have come over here. And here we find in the 4th sloka, 20 to 23, 20, 21, 22nd and 23rd, they are explaining in a completely different way. When the mind absolutely restrained by the practice of concentration, all those problems are over. One knows why I am meditating. He is interested to meditate and concentrate, control his mind. Now, when that situation has come, yatro paramate chittam niruddham yoga sevaya yatra chaivatma atmanam pashyan atmani tushyati, attains quietude, and when seeing the self by the self. These are the very tricky words, self by the self. Now, here, from the Jivatma through the Jivatma, Paramatma. So one self, S is small s, and another self, S is the capital S. So when the Jivatma is observing the Paramatma. In the Hindu scripture, all you will come across to this Jivatma, Paramatma. And what is Jivatma? And what is Paramatma? Suppose this table cannot watch me, but a small little boy can, or some other being which is having the life, they can watch me. That means when I am watching Paramatma, I have to have that type of quality. Otherwise I won't be able to do that, isn't that? So when the Jivatma is the consciousness, but it is controlled by the ego. So they say, what is the Jiva? Jiva means the being. What is the Jiva? Is the ego attached with the consciousness. The consciousness superimposed on ego is called Jivatma. What is Paramatma? Or better to say Ishvara. Ishvara is same consciousness attached with or superimposed on Maya. Now, ego is also Maya, illusion. I am thinking, I, and I just go out and I fell down and I lose my consciousness. Who am I? So I am so, and most of the people, each and every one of us, we always think, I. You should not touch me, you should not do me this thing, that thing. And when I fell down, suppose somewhere there is a Brahmana, you should not touch me in the old fashion they always do. And now he was traveling in the village, something happened, he fainted. Those people whom he was telling, do not touch me, even your shadow is also, should not come to me, they carried him. Where goes the purity? There is only ego. So that is the reason consciousness attached with the ego is Jivatma. Consciousness attached with the sum total of the ego, that is called Maya, is Ishvara. Now if you remove the Maya and the ego, what remains? Consciousness. And these two come through. How? Through meditation. That's why meditation is so important. Now here it says, Yatra paramati chittam. Now slowly, absolutely, we have practiced the concentration. And in the concentration, what we see? It is Vedic meditation. It's not the devotional way of meditation. And through the devotion, when we see the God, my Ishta Devata, my Ishta Devi, my chosen idol. That is very easy for them. But for the path of yoga or jnana, there is no God. Then on which you will concentrate? On Atman. You don't have any conception of Atman. Sometimes it is said only consciousness, and consciousness. And we don't have the idea, though we are conscious, but still we don't have the idea of consciousness. What is consciousness? I am conscious, but still I do not know what is consciousness. Isn't it very peculiar? But this consciousness without which nothing can remain or sustain, that we have to understand. So, only to help us they say, Om iti Brahma. What is Brahman? Consciousness. Now we don't have the conception of consciousness, everywhere that consciousness. Chaitanya jore rveche. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna used to say in Bengali, I saw that the consciousness everywhere, saturated. There is not a single point where it is not there. We are walking on it, we are living, we are feeling, but still we do not understand it. And that is called Maya. That this is the peculiarity. So here he is telling, we have to be. When he feels that infinite bliss, what happens after meditation? On which a Vedic meditation where there is no object, where there is no figure, what he will feel? When I go to God, my chosen idol, I am cooking for him, making garland for him, or doing all those things which I like, and similarly I enjoy over there, but this person feels the bliss. So when you are meditating, whether the meditation is perfect or not, how you will understand? Do you feel joy within, a bliss within? And so much so that you won't ask anything after that. So it says in this way, which is perceived by the purified intellect and which transcend the senses and established wherein the never differs from the real states. Yam labdva chaparam labam manyate na adhikam tata. So what is the goal of our meditation? This is Dhyana Yoga you are studying. And this is the Vedic sort of meditation. And in the Vedic meditation, there is no God as such. And we are concentrating like the Buddhist. How the Buddhist will meditate? Because they don't believe in God. So they say Buddha is the consciousness. So they have modified it. So concentrate on Buddha. But Buddha himself said, do not worship me. You have to think about it. This is a very high standard philosophy, not for all. You have to, a very intelligent boy studying somewhere in the university, then only he can understand the teachings of those professors. But the ordinary boy who cannot understand, if he goes and gets admission over there, the classroom will be so boring for him. It will be a torture for him. And after that, he won't understand anything, where he will reach. So that's why Hinduism has given different standards of people. Do not only try over here, try here, try there. There are four: bhakti, karma, jnana, yoga, in different places. Now in the bhakti, in the devotion, so it is so easy for each and every one. But for the jnana, you see God everywhere. So wonderful. I have a conception of God, that is Krishna. And I see Krishna everywhere. I have a conception of God, that is Rama. I have a conception of God like this. So that way, each and every one is having something to hold on. But what about the Gyanis? Most of the people, they think that they will become Gyani. And they will read different type of books. It's not so easy. So what is the purpose that we have to understand? Here we reach to that, you get the bliss, which is perceived by the purified, not mind, intellect. Mana buddhi. The buddhi is the intellect. That intellect is perceived. And what type of intellect? Purified. How it is purified? There is no other conception except that consciousness. So it is purified. So when we think about the purity, that means the original thing is there. In our country, they're afraid the milk is always mixed with water. And in this country, I don't know, of course, toned down and all those things are there, but I don't think they will be mixing the water. And in our country, that we heard the people used to say to those suppliers that if you mix water, no problem, but give them pure water. That we will give you. Before us you mix, no problem, we will pay you. But don't mix the dirty waters, it will be difficult. Now this is the purified. What is that purity? Some people cannot drink the pure milk. So naturally they will mix with the water. And the purity cannot work. The God is pure, God cannot work. So you have to mix something. A pure gold, with the pure gold, it is so soft, you cannot make any, what's called? Jewelries. And the jewelries, you cannot make the jewelries, anything out of that because of the softness. You have to mix something. I do not know what they mix. But after mixing that only, you can make that. That's why the pure God cannot work. And they work through someone. Krishna didn't work. He used to guide people, like the Arjuna and others. And we see that very much. That's why the Krishna also was having little bit of Raja. Rama was having Raja. But in Sri Ramakrishna we do not find any Raja. So only he was giving the idea, he could not work. So he trained Vivekananda. Otherwise, it was impossible to work. So, Shiva, while Shiva, complete white, the color of the Shiva is complete white. So, when the Shiva is there, is just lying down as a dead body. Shiva is as a Shaba. Shaba means dead body. But on that, when another part of Shiva is working, as a lady conception that we have given, Ma Kali, and her color is mixed, black and red, Tama and Raja. Unless you have that anger, unless you have that type of mentality, you won't be able to work. That is necessary. So this he is telling, the pure senses and established wherein never depart from the real state. Once you reach over there in that meditative position, and you will never ever ask for anything. A completely satisfaction will come. And afterward it says, and having never departs from the real state, and having obtained which regards no other acquisition superior to that, and where established he is not moved even by heavy sorrow. But joy, sometimes we can say, no, I am not going to take. But what about the sorrow? If someone insulted me or something happened, I used to love someone so dearly, now suddenly something happened, we have departed. That sorrow is so terrible. And majority of the people, they are affected by this sorrow. And he is not. Why? Again, in the life of Sri Ramakrishna, when his nephew, Akshay, he was so close to the Akshay. And in their whole family, he was the only doctor. In those days, he became a doctor, you can imagine. And that boy suddenly passed away. After he was married and then suddenly passed away, Sri Ramakrishna was standing by that bedside when that boy was passing. Dying slowly. And he was laughing. Other people, they felt embarrassed. What is this? Now he is dying. How come that you are laughing? What he said? Oh, I saw that the pure self coming out of the cover and going and marching towards the real self. So with great joy, he could see that. So he is finding that and enjoying. But for the others, they can't see that truth. They are thinking, oh, he is dying. So, person who is established in meditation, who has realized that pure Brahman will never be affected with sorrow, and let that be known as the state called by the name yoga, a state of severeness from the contact of the pain. This yoga should be practiced with perseverance, undisturbed by depression of heart. So this is, now we come to the 24th verse. Please chant it with me. Sankalpa prabhavan kaman taktva sarvan asheshatah manasevendriya gramam viniyamya samantatah shanai shanai uparamed buddhya dhriti grihitaya atma shamstam mana kritva na kinchit api chintayet. Without reserve all desire, born from sankalpa. Sankalpa prabhavan kaman. Kama means desire. And the sankalpa means the root of the desire. The root may be many. Suppose you saw a beautiful car Immediately the desire comes, oh, I like to purchase this type of car. The sankalpa. Then slowly you find, oh, I can purchase it by taking loan and only I have to pay $200, $300 per month, no problem. So now it becomes a desire. That was a sankalpa. And then it becomes a desire. And then you go and act according to the desire. That way, all our things goes on in this way only. Sankalpa prabhavan kaman sarvan taktva. All that we are giving up. So what is sannyasa? This. Giving up all desires. Name, fame and all those things completely. What the sannyasi should do? Completely, every moment of his life should be dedicated for the service of God. And that's why Swami Vivekananda gave the two wonderful words, Atmana Moksha, Jagat Hita. Now, it was only in the beginning, it was only Atma Moksha. So they used to go into the caves, and from there they used to come down to the villages taking some food, and then they will carry that food and they used to sit in the cave and then meditating, etc. Then one day the villagers noticed that the monk is not coming. 3 days, 4 days, why? They will go and see, oh, he is dead. Then they will go and mostly they used to throw the body in the water. In the Uttarakhand, that was the system. Who will burn? It's a cold place. And so they used to throw into the water. So in the Yamuna, if you go, even today, you will find that type of. So Swami Vivekananda said, you go to the village, you take the food from there, and you were born in a family, and you grew up in that family and also into that society. What you have given back to them? You sat over here, took the name of God and meditated, and whether you realize God or not, nobody knows. But what you are doing, that should go back to the society. In the society life also we see brahmacharya, when you are collecting the information, all knowledge. And why the brahmacharya means ekagra. The whole concentration should be on the knowledge. Then then the grihastha, and utilizing that knowledge. Then banaprastha. What is that banaprastha? Giving back to the society what you have taken from the society. That's called banaprasthi. And then goes to sannyasi. And where the sannyasa comes, there is no desire at all. And the desire only, as long as I survive, I will go on practicing the dharma and help others to practice the dharma. What is dharma? High moral values in the basic. Moral values, then it goes to high moral values, and from there to spirituality. And nothing else. Adveshta sarva bhutanam. It begins in the 16th chapter, first 3 slokas. That is the. So we are not hating anyone. There's the morality, the high morality. So that type of things we should go on practicing, and it says, and completely restraining by the mind alone. Because so many desires will be, temptations will be there. You have to restrain. Who is going to look after you? You have to restrain yourselves. Otherwise there is no one. You are all alone. Who will help you? Your mind. No, these are the things. I am not. That's why they go to the Guru. And Guru says, morning and evening you should practice meditation, right? At least take the name of God 108 times. And every day morning he gets up, oh, I am so busy today, I cannot sit. Then suddenly he remembers, I gave the word to the Guru, it's better that I should do. At least by sitting in the car itself, he will take the name of. Suppose he has not taken the mantra diksha or any Guru, what will happen? He will never care about. Suddenly someday he will try to meditate for 1 hour, next day nothing. Like that it haphazardly it goes and no growth. So that is why they say the control of the mind, it comes from discipline. The whole group of senses from their objects in all directions, all the senses, they are withdrawing. Some of the Swamis, they will mix up everything together. They are having only one bowl. And they will say, what is that? Oh, rice, give. Then what is that? Dal, give. What is that? Chutney, give. And this is dahi, give. Everything they will mix up. Why? Because no taste at all. Just I am going to help myself, that's all. To keep the body. Shankaracharya went farther. He told, don't use the bowl also. Only keep both your hands in a fashion, and whatever it comes contains that much food you should eat. Nothing. So these are the extreme condition. This is the extreme condition. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna was training his disciples in that. It is good for us that Ma Saradamani Devi intervened and told, no, you need not to. Because it is not possible for the modern people, they won't be able to do it. So the mother, Ma Saradamani Devi, told, I will look after them, I will take care of them. You need not to bother about. So from there, slowly mother told, when you are cooking food for God, at least 5 different items you should prepare. So 5 different items are coming, so the other devotees can also eat. So this way you have to control. And how you will control? Shanai shanai uparamed. Buddhya dhriti grihitaya. Not in a day. If you try to do that overnight, you are going to ruin yourself. But when the vairagya comes, the dispassion comes, it comes in such a force. The most of the people, they think that I can go and sit and meditate and can realize God in a day. But they try that, and afterwards they can't get anything and they become frustrated. And when they get frustrated in the spiritual life, they start doing all this hypocrisy in the spiritual life. The hypocrisy, oh, I saw God in this way, then the Indra came this way, and people, they like it. And these people slowly develop that type of faculty, how to impress. The one person, there was a movie, and one person, he used to tell, I talked to God, the early morning, and there was a very rich man. They were traveling in the same compartment in a train. And a very rich man was sleeping, and suddenly his sleep broke. He heard that the sadhu sitting over there, he is asking to the son, hey, get up, why you are sleeping, get up. So this man got up, and he saw the sun is slowly rising. Then the monk told, the sadhu told, see, he is lazy, this fellow, the sun. Every day, every morning, I have to ask him to rise, then only he will rise. And this person was so much impressed. My God, you are commanding sun? Sun? He is only a young man. I know this, I know that. Ramchandra, he came to me. I told you should behave like this, you should not behave like this. I told Ramchandra. Now, the hypocrisy in the extreme condition it goes. And majority of the people, they lose confidence on the religion because of this hypocrisy. And who becomes hypocrite? Those who are frustrated. And they know we cannot go back because some years have already passed. We cannot go back and we cannot earn anything for our livelihood. So they continue and bring down all this ideology. Swami Vivekananda said, if you cannot say, I don't know, but do not bring down the ideology to your level. If you can rise up to that, good. If you cannot, say openly, I don't know, I cannot, I tried, but I could not reach, nothing wrong in it. But one should not bring down the ideology. That is the training of the Ramakrishna mission. Everywhere they will always say like that. If anyone is, that's why the Guru Maharaj is only God, Sri Ramakrishna. And all other gurus, we are all over here in the America and Europe, we give initiation. We are considered gurus, but we say only, the connection is that, you come to me, I will tell that is the Guru, that much job. Now you go and talk to the Guru. That is real Guru, God. But other people, they will go on behaving in such a way as if one should not. If he is doing, he is actually losing his own spiritual life. Shanai shanai uparamet buddhya dhriti grihitaya atma shamstam manakritva nakinchid api chintayed. With the intellect set in patience, and with the mind fastened on the self, let him attain quietude by degree. Let him not think of anything. Let him not think of anything. Why? Because he knows I am that. Ultimately that knowledge reaches to there, I am that. And sometimes, when the one Swamiji, now he is a trustee. In the Ramakrishna Mission, there is a board. And in all organizations, there must be some group of people who will be taking care of the organizational work. He is a trustee now. He is my friend. So I told, hey, you have become trustee now? Yeah, what to do? Now I am but he was so much afraid of the trustees. Any senior Swami is a trustee, he will say, oh my God, his trustee is coming. Suppose he finds some wrong in me, I'll be punished. So always used to hide. I also, along with him, used to go in a far different way so that they are not noticing us. It's just like the student's mentality. Now he has become trustee. I told, where from you are hiding? But no, I am not hiding, but people are hiding from me now. So it likes that. When you become God, you are God, and where you are going to pray. You are the master of your own. And that is the Vedantic way of meditation, Vedantic way of realization. And the devotee, they say, I am the servant of God, or I am the devotee of God, I am the son of God, like that, like that. Here the Vedanta say, I am that. Whom I am going to blame? Whom I am going to beg? Whom I am going to pray? I am that. But not all can say. Who can say? Only those people who are completely free from all desires. Thank you, friends. We could not proceed more, only 5. Next day we will go from here. In 3 different places I explained Gita. Some are in the 7th chapter, some are in the 6th, some are in the 5th. So sometimes the confusion comes. I thought you were the advanced people. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudramaruta Stunnanti Divyai Stabai Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam na vidu Sura suragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Friends, you know that in the summer time we organize the retreat. Most of you know that Ganges, Michigan is a beautiful place. We all go over there, we spend 3 days together, and one topic we take and then discuss, meditate, chanting, this goes on. So that is called the spiritual retreat. In May it is over, and June retreat I will give from 22nd, 23rd, 24th June. If you are interested, you can visit our website and can register. And some of the young people, you can go and do some voluntary work also, like maintaining, cleaning and all those. So it will be wonderful if you come and you will like that. And then on the again June, July also will be there. August we are having a retreat will be there, and also a special program to celebrate the 125th year of Swami Vivekananda's the Chicago lectures, Chicago addresses. 125th years afterwards. Yesterday, 31st May, was the day he sailed from Bombay. Then he reached in after changing the ship, also visiting the China and Japan and all those, 1 month sailing, he came to Vancouver, Canada. And from there, he changed 2 trains and then reached Chicago. You'll be happy that we are going to sell Vivekananda's books into that, but just in front of that particular station, now known as Dearborn Station, on the 9th and 10th September, June, 9th and 10th June. So please come over there also. So your advertisement you will find everything there. So that way it will be wonderful. And 26th August, the place where Vivekananda delivered that lecture, we will organize a program that Trustee Swami is coming, and also another Swamiji, Sarvapriyananda will be there, myself will be there, Bharadananda ji, we all will be there. And as because we heard that the Chief Minister of West Bengal is also visiting, we requested her to come and attend that program. We have not yet received the confirmation from her in writing, but maybe that she will come. She is a great lover of Swami Vivekananda, and she helped a lot in Vivekananda and Sister Nivedita. We have invited other dignitaries like the governor and also the senators. They will also come. 26, also you can go and register yourself, only $25, 26 August. And seats are very limited. 300 seats are there. 50 seats are blocked for some people, those will be coming with the VIPs. And out of 250, almost 200 seats are already sold out. So if you are interested, please come and be and witness of that particular. We won't be able to speak like Vivekananda, but that particular hall and the stage and the situation, be witness of that. Thank you very much.